How you doing? How you doing? True Trend Trevor here. Here to show you some tricks and tips on TOS. Alright, so let's start off with the toolbar. As you can see, I can draw a price level, a trend line, a rectangle in seconds. And this can definitely save you a lot of time when you're doing your intraday charting and your charting for the week. So let me show you how to do this. Alright, first you want to click the settings wheel. Then you want to go to the bottom of the chart and click on this area where it says My Tools. You will click this area and put it to on each chart. All you have to do is click apply and you're in the game. Alright, to adjust your toolbar, what you will do is you will click this settings wheel again, and you can see what they give you for the default. So all you have to do is click that settings wheel and adjust the buttons. And you can do 7 buttons of your choice. You can do a style, you can do your tools, and I think you can do I don't know, but yeah, you can do whatever you want on there and pick your 7 buttons, and all you have to do is click them. Text tool, boom, easy. So let's say I want to delete all this stuff that I just drew. All I have to do is click Control Z, and that can save a lot of time as well. And let's say you deleted too much stuff, click Control Y and it's back like magic. This is something that I love, that saves me a lot of time. So I hope that it helps you save a time as well. Alright. Alright. Let's say I wanna scroll up to the top to draw some levels. All you have to do is click Control and then drag. Without clicking your control button, what will happen is your price is gonna get squeezed, and it's just very annoying, especially if you're looking for price action to your left and you squeeze price and it looks all crazy. All you have to do is click Control and drag, and you can set your levels. I was so amazed when I figured that out because it just kept bugging me that price kept getting so squeezed, and then I would have to like zoom in to get a better picture when I could have saved time and clicked Control and dragged. So it's something that helps me a lot. Another tip, let's say you got your perfect colors. You have your blue trend line, your light blue price level. All you have to do is right click them, and as you change the color, all you have to do is edit your properties and save it as default, and that's literally gonna have the same color each time. Now saying that, let's say you want to color code your candles. All you have to do is right click. Well, actually, before you right click, you want to actually go to your settings wheel, go to appearance, and change everything like you want, and click OK. Then you right click to save it. You go right click, go to style, and all you have to do is click save style, and that's what it's gonna be. And that's what I did here. That's my style. All I have to do is click it, and it's back to where I had it. If I wanted to do some changes but I wasn't too sure of it, that's what I would do. So that's something on the styles. So let's get into Active Trader. Active Trader is amazing. All right. So I have Nike here, and I also have the Nike contracts. If you don't have this like I have it, you're gonna have shares instead of contracts. So let me delete this and show you kind of what you would do if you didn't do this. So you would click your Active Trader, And when you click your orders, this is literally going to buy shares. And that's not what we want to do if we're looking to trade options. So take that off. You make sure you're on flexible grid. When you're on your flexible grid, click this button here and click your customize. And all you have to do is add a slide. Adjust it how you like it. To turn it back off, you just click the same button. You want to link this to the same number as you want to send it to your contract. So first you want to take this chart off, go to Active Trader. And before I continue, same thing like I link this. All you have to do is link your watch list to a certain number for your chart. So like if I wanted to look at Starbucks, I can click Starbucks and look at the chart, and it doesn't change my contract. So I can be still looking at Nike, but I want to quickly look at Starbucks to make sure, okay, is this a better trade for me or is it Nike? So let's say Starbucks isn't looking as good as Nike. I will go back to Nike. Where's Nike? Right here. You click it and it goes right back to it, and you still have your contracts ready. So to get your contract to this Active Trader, all you have to do is click Trade, and then you would right click the contract of your choice and send it to the same color that you link your Active Trader to. There you go. That's the contract that I'm looking at and what I'm interested in investing into. So something to top this, I have a watch list for calls, I have a watch list for puts, and a watch list for holdings. The watch list for a holding is usually if I'm doing multiple trades at a time, I want to be able to manage them really quickly. So let's say I got in Disney while I was looking at Nike to get in. So if I also got in Nike, I want to go back to JPM real quick. Let's say I got an alert and I'm stopping out. If you're stopping out, that's telling you, all right, this is the area that I think price may turn around, or this is an area where I may be risking more than I would like. So when that happens, you want to be really quick. So what I'll have is, let's say I want to bring up a JPM contract that I bought before. So let me send it back. Let me send this to the holding, and there you go. All I have to do whenever I'm ready, if I get that alert that my trade isn't going the way I want it, click it, and then click your however you have it. You can do limit orders, you can do market orders. I love market orders because it gets me out when I want to get out. Limit orders, it can do the same, but sometimes if price moves away from that limit, it won't fill you, and you would have to literally keep chasing that fill, and you may lose more money than that spread would actually like charge you. So like let's say the spread on JPM is 7 points. So 7, you're literally risking 7 doing a market order versus going to your yeah. So basically you're risking 7. Let's say you got the worst fill on that. You'll risk 7 or 10, depending on however the contract moves when you try to get out. Versus, let's say you got your limit order and it didn't fill you and it's dropping 50 cents to $1. You're losing way more than that spread when you could have just got out when you knew you should. So I find that I save so much money and so much time just getting out when I want to, and when I see the signs to get out my position, versus limit ordering and risking not getting filled. And that time saved, you can literally be ready for your next trade to get in, and you can make that money back. So it helps me a lot. So let's get into the watch list for calls and puts. So I have a call here and a put here as well. So I already did that. Same thing for your put side. You right click, send it to your watch list for puts. And what this does is, let's say price is breaking out, or if you want to buy the dip, either one, you want to get your calls and you be ready for it. There you go. Buy your market, do your limit order however you like. It's your preference. But let's say oh, it just broke down, stop you out. You want to get out really quick, right? So you will sell your market or limit order out of it, and then boom, it's breaking down. Let me get a put. Or even if it broke below here, you can get an early entry, and you won't have to wait for that breakout. But that's still your preference. What I'm trying to get at is you want to quickly change to the other side if you're getting hints that the market is turning on you. So what you want to do is quickly go to your puts and get in your puts. It's that simple. Now, you don't want to keep going back and forth getting in puts and calls. You're going to know when to do that. Like, I watch the market. If the market's turning red and at critical levels and it's breaking critical supports to the downside, I'm getting out my calls, and then I'm going to look for put entries. So you don't want to just go back and forth. Oh, I'm down on this. Let me go get calls. Oh, let me get puts, because that can definitely just put you in a loop, and you're just losing money back and forth. So you want to do that responsibly. But what I'm just trying to get at is being able to switch to puts without spending. I don't know how long it takes for you to change your position and get it ready to get you filled, but it definitely saves times when you can just go back and forth like that in market order in your position. So that's something that helps me so much, and it changed my trading, because I've had some problems getting out, getting in trades, and it's just so easy. And that's my favorite way of trading. It's the active trader. Like, sometimes I do enter on my phone, but it's usually going to be like a swing or something. I'm just trying to get in and see what it does. I'm not saying like see what it does. It's going to be a planned trade every time, but it's not going to be that quick trade where like, oh, let me get this breakout and my target it might be really close. If I'm not on active trader and I can't move as fast as I can on my active trader as I did with my phone, like the phone's slower in my opinion, I won't get that take profit at the top, because maybe I'm trying to take profit, it shoots back down. Now I'm red because it took so long trying to get out that trade. So that's just something I want to let you guys know. All right, so we have active trader. Now let's get into screenshotting. It's very simple. You click these 3 lines over here, or 4, I'm not sure, but just click that, and all you do is click take a screenshot. You can just click the whole thing, but if you don't want to show your active trader, all you have to do is drag wherever you want it, and boom, there you go. Whatever's highlighted, that's what you're gonna copy, or you can save it to your desktop, however you want to do it. And literally that's it. What I do for, like, when I'm trying to send a chart to my Discord, all I have to do is I'll use on Windows. I have a Windows, so I'm not sure how to do it on a Mac. So what you would do is you click your Windows key, Shift and S, and it's the same thing as like if you want to highlight on your screenshot, it'll pop up. It'll be like a dark screen. All you do is drag wherever you want, and then it'll automatically save it to your clipboard. And all you have to do is click Control V, and it's right there. And that's like a quick way I can send a chart, especially like if I'm trading, I want to send a quick chart, boom, send it, then I get back to my trading. And that helps me so much as well. Alright, so let's look at a watch list, like my watch list chart. So let's go there, and I also use the flexible grid for that. And what I do is I have the 3 futures that I like, and my top 4 trades that I'm looking into. And this is a rule of mine. Anything on this 4, that's all I'm trading that day. I'm not looking throughout my watch list. I don't care if something going crazy. That's not for me, because what I have as my top 4, I'm mentally prepared to take that trade. That's very critical. Being mentally prepared to take a trade versus getting news on this hot stock out of nowhere and you hop in that, it can pay you. But over time, sticking to something you're mentally prepared for is going to benefit you more than that crazy hype in that, like a news catalyst or something. So that's my rule, and you can use it if you want, if that makes sense to you. But definitely keep your rules and follow them. And a big thing about following your rules, let's say you didn't follow your rules and you took a trade and made money. You know what that does to your mind? It makes you think that that's okay. I got a good consequence from breaking my rule. So it's not as bad as I thought it was, but you forget about the reason why you made that rule in the first place. And then when that happens, when you get that bad consequence from doing that same thing, you're going to be emotional, and that can cause emotional trading. See what I'm saying? Like, you can make that money on that trade and have fun in there, but it hinders your progress in the future. Let's say you made 10,000 on something that went crazy, and then you go take these other trades and lose. I'm not saying a loss is bad, because a planned loss is a win for me. Because if it's planned, that means in your system, depending on how you have it, if you take that loss and then you take a win, you should be profitable. Like, if you have a 3-to-1 reward to risk, you're making 3 times what you risk. You're going to be profitable if you take that loss and then take a win. Now, if you have another situation on your risk to reward, if you're taking multiple losses and then you have your big win, you're still going to be green. If you take multiple wins and then you take a bigger loss, you may be red. But overall, those strategies all work. You just got to keep being consistent with them. It's either, are you okay losing more money? Well, not losing money, but losing more trades, and then you wait for that big win? Or are you okay with taking small profits and then you kind of have that bigger loss? So it's just all about your tolerance and your style. Do you want to see more green? That's okay. Just scalp your trades, and then if you take that bigger loss, or even if you keep it a small loss, it's okay, because you know I'm taking more wins overall. So that bigger loss is not going to affect me. Now, if I'm taking bigger wins, I may take more losses over time, but in the end, I'm still profitable. So that's all that matters is over time. Let's say you're taking 100 trades. Are you profitable? Are you profitable in 100 trades? If you say yes, I don't care if you're losing a week straight and then your next week you're green. Like, a lot of people, they just say, "Oh, you're green? Oh no, man, I'm red. I'm red. I'm red." And they kind of look at you like, "Dang, you don't know how to trade." Or, "Man, do you need help?" But really, it's based on their system that works for them. They can take those small losses, but boom, they take a big win on something that they plan for, and they're green. So a lot of people just, they lose the focus on being profitable and being green. It's not, there's no, like, that doesn't make sense. Like, you don't, green doesn't do anything. Because let's say one loss just burns your whole account, then what is all that green doing? It's nothing. That messes up your head, because let's say you're green like 2 weeks in a row. You're gonna forget about losing, and when you lose, it's gonna affect your mind, because you're not mentally prepared for that loss because you were so into them wins. Now I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying like you can't go on a win streak and then take a loss and not be able to manage it properly. But a lot of people do have that problem where they'll just get in this euphoria, and they'll just think they can win, and when they take that loss, they gotta be green. So they're gonna revenge trade. They're gonna just keep trading until they go green, and it's just not gonna do anything but hurt them. Now, see, I'm all about the psychology, so I'm sorry for going off topic, but I do think that's gonna help you guys. So wherever I did leave off from, I think it was the futures. So I have my futures and I have the top four that I'm watching. So all you have to do is go back to your custom grid and just basically save them how you want them. You can save 4, you can save 2. It depends on what you're what are you personally able to handle. Can you watch 10 tickers at once? Can you watch 2? It it doesn't matter. If you want to trade one ticker a day, I'm fine with that. As long as it's planned, I don't care if you lose or win. That's all that matters, your plan. And in having your plan and you kind of journaling what's going on, you're going to be able to adjust your plan objectively, not subjectively. Not like, oh, I'm losing, let me go change this. That's not it. It's like if you see in your journal, like, okay, if I keep doing this one thing, that's hurting me every time I do it. So let me change that and make a rule about it. And that's something what you need to do. You need to make a trade assessment and just kind of analyze your trading performance and see the hindrances, the weaknesses, the strengths, just like any other business. And that's just going to help you change your strategy. Don't just change your strategy to make a win, because I've done that in the past. I'll be like, oh wait, I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. Dang, I lost. What made me lose? Oh, I didn't do this, or this happened. So let me switch this. Boom, something else happens. It makes me lose again. So now I messed up my whole strategy because I try to fix my strategy to make a win every time. Because losses happen. They do happen. They're part of the process. And I love losses because they just keep me regulated. And I know when I take that loss, I'm going to take a further step forward, because those losses make you stronger. That's just me. But I think I'm done here. I hope this helps you guys. And just let me know. My DMs are open on Instagram, Discord. If you have me there, or you can just message me on Instagram and get my Discord. Doesn't matter. I'm all for it. I'm ready to help you guys. Any questions, it doesn't matter. If y'all want any mentorships, sessions, one-on-ones, it doesn't matter. I got you. Just let me know.